Petrov finds Weir for a shooting chance, perhaps. Well, if he'd taken that first time, I think he had a better chance.
Yeah, could have taken it in one. Elected to take a touch. The first touch should have taken him into the box.
Advantage allowed there by Willie Young. It was a foul, undoubtedly, on Michael Eunice.
Super play from Herts and the build-up here. Ball into Miller. The run in front of him. Should have taken it in his stride into the box. And a good save from Rob Douglas there. One you would expect him to make.
Well, Petrov is now waiting to come back on if he has permission from referee Young. In the meantime, the referee is having words with Alan Thompson. Neil Lennon wants to join the debate. Dismissed by Willie Young.
Just looking at the Celtic midfield when Sutton drops into there, there's not a lot of energy in there when Petrov comes and plays out on the right, and that'll be ideal, I think, for Hearts today. McFarlane's the energy in there. Hartley's the man that's going to play off him. I think that's the problem when Celtic play in this formation. They lose a lot of energy when Petrov is pushed out on the right.
Error in judgment there by Paul Hartley with a long ball. Petrov wants to come back. New boots, replace the boots. Strong play there by Weir against McNamara. Varga turns it away. Well, Celtic really haven't yet got going, Mark.
Yeah, and I think it's in that midfield area, as we were saying before. You've got Sutton comes in and plays alongside Lennon. Not a lot of high energies. The man trying to organise it all at the moment, trying to get it right. As you say, when Petrov's out of there, there's not a lot of energy in there, and I think that's where Hearts are coming out on top of them at the moment. Hartley very, very lively, links up well, but McFarlane buzzing around in there, breaking everything up.
Heavy challenge by Presley into the back of Sutton, penalised by the referee. The fourth official having his work cut out to calm down Martin O'Neill at the moment. That's Mike Tumilty who has that thankless task. Now once again, arms flying, backing in. Referee penalises Hartson.
We've seen that quite a bit this year. Sutton and Hartson, both masters of doing it. Look, arms both up.
Well, two fouls there, I think you can see.
Two centre forwards. But Willie Young right on top of it again.
Well, Hearts have done very well indeed. When did we ever see that with a Celtic team in recent times? Varga did well with a header. This is Nielsen. Well, this clearance was happening for Celtic to Agat. In goes Presley to settle the arguments. Hamill to Hartley, and safety first by the most recent international in the Hearts ranks. We have another this week, very shortly, the World Cup qualifiers. Advantage allowed there with a clear foul by Balde on Weir. This is Hamill. Well held up by Agat. That was a fine tackle. I just wonder how much of an advantage that actually was. Blatant foul by McFarlane on Petrov.
Yeah, just an arm across Petrov. Petrov knew what he was doing there. He was knocking the ball up the line. Little knock in front. Yeah. Straightforward decision there. That's the early one, Balde. Straightforward push. The Young allowing play on that, yeah.
Was it? Was that an advantage, really?
Well, the advantage rule of the 2-second or 3-second rule that they allow had gone on. So no option to let it go, I think.
Eunice back to Nielsen. I mentioned that Lee Miller could become the most, the newest Hearts international player. He's in that squad for Moldova and Belarus for Scotland, the World Cup qualifiers. This is Joe Hamill. Too much on that pass, surely, for Michael Eunice. Disappointing ball, good movement by the Lithuanian.
It's a tough ball to play. Tough ball to play. Hot conditions, ball bouncing away, gathering pace as it's rolling on. I think the better option there, they have players in the box. Get that ball in the box.
Presley did well, but he was penalised in the challenge on Hartson. Balde again and Varga trotting forward into the penalty box. One to each side of the box to give Alan Thompson options. That's for Hartson, not far away. Well policed by Webster.
Yeah, inches away there, Hartson. Super ball in, super delivery, just dropping over Webster's head here. And just inches away from Hartson.
Well, it's over 70 degrees here at Tynecastle. It really is balmy, and sunglasses weather for John McGlynn.
That's what we're saying, all this high energy from Hearts, you need to get something from it. The possession that they've had, this sort of conditions, it's very, very difficult to maintain this over the 90.
Fouled by Thompson and Michael Eunice. Free kick to Hearts. Some heavy physical clashes in the match already. Referee Young intent on letting him out and run as much as he possibly can. Hartley did well. Space here for Hamill with that talented left foot. Well, the wrong man challenging Rab Douglas that time, little Graham Weir.
Yeah, poor ball in from Hamill. Hung up for the goalkeeper. We've seen the opening encounters that Rab has come for a couple. Dropped a couple, so that was the ball I'll be playing for today.
Well, Hartson penalised again, and referee Willie Young, I think, will say to him, one more of these and the card will be out.
Persistent fouling already. We're already 20 minutes into the game. And that's the risk that you run when you play like John Hartson. You use your body an awful lot. And trying to shield the ball, using your weight advantage.
Well, there's the discussion. Hartson, I think, pleading his innocence, and the referee trying to spell out to him what will or will not be allowed.
So you've got a big defender playing up against you as well. He's always prepared to be the physical match. And that man there will not shirk that physical confrontation.
It's an 87th consecutive match for Craig Gordon in the Hearts goal. Headed away by Varga. Bellamy did well. This is Sutton. Well judged though, the tackle by Wallace. Now Agat. Feeling the pressure by Weir. Lennon again the outlet as he is so often for Celtic. He's turned away well from Hartley. Good play by Lennon. Now Mike Namara. Interception made by Presley. Sutton catches Weir late, and this time there's going to be a yellow card. Well, it was only a matter of time before the yellow card came out. Sutton, the lucky man.
I think it was. I think it was just the manner as well. There were two feet showing studs, and I think Willie Young's patience has finally run out.
That's good running by Balde. Held up well by Hartley. That's Wallace. Hartley again, measuring the pass. McFarland in trouble against Sutton. This is Bellamy. It's Bellamy again. Eased off the ball by McFarland. That's all Balde could do.
And if you're a Hearts defender, that's what you should be doing in the first place. Just clearing your grounds and give these Czech players a chance. Chris Sutton, Hearts and Bellamy, they will punish you.
So the throw will be taken by Wallace. No infringement that time. Balde and Miller clashed. Nothing wrong with that as far as the referee is concerned. Miller's hobbling a little bit. Obviously a little clash there. Varga across to McNamara. Asking a lot there of Bellamy. Charging into the back of Webster, a clear foul. Well, the passing really from Celtic has not yet settled.
It's not got there, has it? I think it's still that problem when Petrov is not sitting in the middle of there. They don't have that runner to break between the two strikers. The clip of the heels there from Bellamy on Webster.
He still wants a debate, though.
That's his nature. Always wants to moan. You look at John Hartson. He's not a moaner. He just gets on with it, shakes your hand. And they're the two different characters.
Advantage allowed again as Mikel Eunice won possession. Clearance by Balde. He's off the Lithuanian, back to the keeper.
I think we're talking about Celtic at the moment in that midfield area. They don't have anybody that can break between the two strikers up front at the moment. They're playing pretty flat and nobody getting forward.
Larson did well to glance that towards Petrov. Now Agat supporting a right back. Lennon. Change of direction now for Celtic, coming through the left with McNamara and Thompson. Varga given a lot of time to measure a ball forward, aiming there for Hartson. The interception made well by Presley. Nielsen turning it out for the throw to Celtic. Well, something of a staccato type of game right now. It's stopping and starting all the time without either side at the moment being able to put some fluid passing together. Mikel Eunice having a debate with referee Young also.
It's down to all the pressure that's being applied to the ball at the moment. Got both teams very keen to deny time on the ball. He's had a lot to say for himself in the opening 23, 24 minutes. Obviously not happy the way his team's going at the moment, trying to just tinkle about with the formation at the moment.
I suspect he's not crazy about referee Young's performance either. Look at that. That's Mikel Eunice, delightful turn by the Lithuanian. Now being crowded out there, Lennon and McNamara hounding him. Good play by McNamara. That's McFarlane. Looking for Weir. Hartley gets the ball back to Weir. It's all a little uncertain around that box for Celtic, but Petrov releases Bellamy. It's a very good cross. A chance now for Thompson. And the deflection takes the ball in. Celtic have the lead.
That's what happens when you give a quality player half a chance. The ball flashed into the box, not dealt with. That man taking the young Wallace on, getting the ball in into his favourite wide positions where he gets the ball, causes all sorts of trouble. Just poor defending there. Robbie Nielsen, the culprit. There's still a lot of work to be done there. Gets the break and finds the back of the net. The first chance for Celtic, the first goal.
I reckon the 29th time this season, Celtic have taken a first-half lead and they've won all the previous 28. Ominous for Hearts. Through Robbie Nielsen, missed the first ball in, missed kick in the first place, then deflected past Craig Gordon. So he'll be a very unhappy young man. Turned away there by McNamara because there's treatment required for Alan Thompson. And Martin O'Neill is getting irate there on the touchline.
Nicolanus, the culprit. Quite a volatile young man.
Mikel Eunice in trouble. Now the referee will talk to Martin O'Neill.
Concerns there. Yeah, there's a little late tackle on Thompson.
Well, it was a bad tackle by the young Lithuanian, and he was yellow carded for that quite properly.
I think falling awkward Thompson there. But, got a super talent, but prone to flying off the handle when things aren't going his way. Something he'll have to look at.
Thompson there getting his 9th goal of the season. And foul given against Hartson. kick quickly taken. Here's Miguel Yunus. McFarlane. That's Hamill. Back it goes to Webster. This is Nielsen. Lying in the way, that's a good pass. Here's Bellamy. Lost connection there with Hodgson. Neil McFarlane takes over for Hearts, picks out Weir. Bad tackle by Varga.
Good piece of skill there from Weir. He's taking the ball down on his thigh, committing Varga to the tackle. A straightforward decision for Willie Young there.
Well, the foul count continues to mount. There we go. 17 fouls, 12 by Celtic. Here's Neil McFarlane. Well, Nielsen's unhappy with that. It's a throw to Celtic. Well, after that very bright start, Hearts have lost their way somewhat.
Which I think, as you would expect, I think we were saying all the possession and effort that they're having. There's still no end product coming from it. A foul.
Brilliant turn by Miller. Brilliant piece of play. Ending in that blatant foul by Balde, although I think he was just completely beaten by the striker.
Yeah, completely beaten by a piece of skill there. Just dropped his right shoulder. There you go. Right shoulder dropped. Centre half reading, coming to anticipate that. And they're just stepping off his right foot. Clumsy challenge there from Balde.
An opportunity for Hearts.
This is where they have to make these things count. They've had a lot of possession, especially in the last third, but no efforts on goal.
Within by Hamill to the far post, won by Hartson, a good defending header. That's Wallace. And another deflection, the corner kick it is. Well, Chris Sutton was, I think, going to be penalised had that not fallen to a Hearts player.
I think another push there on Hartley, but Willie Young just letting the play go. Playing the advantage rule.
He didn't swing it again. Remember that Douglas in a dodgy moment at the start. No problem this time though. That's good screening of the ball by Hartley. Bellamy can't believe that wasn't a foul, but it looked as though he used his body really well there, Hartley.
Yeah, I think when you're in control of the ball, as Hartley was there, you can use your body to shield the ball. Not a lot in that.
So Bellamy gets across that one with him. Why? There's Balde. Put under pressure by Wallace. Good control by Sutton. Presley's header measured to his centre-back partner, Andy Webster. Came off the midriff there of Sutton. This is McNamara. And Lennon. Varga thought about using Thompson on the touchline, changed his mind to find Bellamy. Well, not to find Bellamy. It's a little bit too much on the pass.
Whatever you say about that man there, Bellamy. Must be a nightmare to mark. Non-stop running pace. Non-stop moaning.
So Yunus challenging McNamara. McNamara wins possession, picks out a good pass to Thompson. It's all Nielsen could do. Turn it out for the throw. Thompson's throw. Michael Yunus challenging Sutton, doing a good job. Here's Lee Miller. Good touch on the ball for a tall man.
You just needed some support there. Ball goes into your striker. You need support.
Well, Sutton thought of it going wide towards Agad, but then changed his mind to have the shot. Entitled to do that, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at that goal again.
Super first touch from Thompson. Out onto his favourite left foot. Nielsen closing down. And the goalkeeper no chance. Really the first effort the Celtic have had on the goal, and it's found its way to the back of the net.
Vargas header, here's Nielsen. Well, Celtic fans entitled to be happy. It was a dodgy start of the match for them, but they've survived that and taken that crucial lead. Thompson taking the credit. It's a free kick this time to Celtic. The referee agreeing with Martin O'Neill there.
I think that'll be the first time in this half. Is agreed.
Well, the centre-backs thought about going forward for this, but they changed their mind. They stayed back. The angle not deemed to be right, I think. So Sutton Hartson with the targets. There's Hartson. Now Lennon. That could have been dangerous. A miscue by Lennon, and Bellamy couldn't control it.
Yeah, Hearts there just on the heels. Ball's cleared out and very, very slow to get forward and press the ball.
Hamill hounded by Lennon. Well, he's done well to withstand that. Baldi's header finds Thompson in space. Well in the field this time.
Two or three passes just dropped over Bellamy's head. Overhit in this corner. Into the shadows.
Miller did well to hold up Baldi. That's Varga covering. Webster's header. Gant knew exactly what he was doing there, letting that go for the throw. Yeah, invited to leave that to Petrov. Well, that's outrageous. There's abuse coming from a supporter there, which is just completely unacceptable.
I think
there's got to be some stewarding about that. That's a nonsense.
Come over and tell him to sit down. Yeah, let the game get on with it.
The referee wants Petrov to carry on, quite rightly, I think. Sutton did well, but he was guilty of a bit of pushing. It's a free kick to Hearts inside the box. Completely unacceptable.
Screaming in your ear. Yeah, just realises what he's done and sat down.
Telling the policeman's entitled to his say. Nunes trying to control that under pressure there from Thompson. That's Sutton. Bellamy backing in. The clearance comes from Wallace. Free kick is given there to Celtic. 3 Miller penalised. Really, the game has just never got going at all. There's been so little passing. A push by Miller is quite a clear one.
That's a consistent referee from Willie Young there. The arm came up straight away. The whistle went straight to his mouth even before he made the contact. Players are prepared for that. That's consistent from the referee.
And Gordon did well there, making a block there from Hartson, who got a touch on that right in front of goal. Could have been easily the second goal.
Yeah, just bouncing in there, look. Indecision from defenders. Hartson coming straight through. Craig Gordon there did very, very well. He's had a very quiet first half, Craig Gordon, actually. Not had a lot to do, apart from pick the ball out the back of the net.
That was one inviting a bit of running there up front. played forward by Thompson, I think hoping Bellamy was in that area rather than Hartson. Here's Wallace. 3 shots. 2 on target, 1 on target for Hearts. And 1 across a goal for Celtic. The goalkeeper's not too hard pressed. Let's come again. Nielsen and Mikkel Guinness. Strong tackle by McNamara. Really, when will I see 3 passes put together, Mark, in the game?
Yeah, it's been very, very stop-start. The referee's tried to let the game flow as much as he can. Trying to keep the cards in his pocket.
Good work there by Lee Miller to win that corner kick goal from Varga.
Yeah, pretty comfortable when the ball's at his feet, the big guy. Nice little touch there. Just getting the ball onto his right foot. And then Mountain Varga right in front of him.
2 Celtic players out in case Joe Hamilton likes to play a short one, but I don't think he will. He's playing that into the near post area, but that's a wasted ball, that.
It's so frustrating when you've got a corner, you've got big guys that have come all the way up from the back, waiting there for the ball to be thrown in.
Nielsen's throw. Up goes Webster. There's a chance for Graham Weir. Well, they don't come better than that.
You said it there, Joe. They don't come better than that. Great head on there from Webster. Obviously rehearsed from the training ground. But that, as they say, is a sitter. Heads it down, he must score. But the best opportunity for Hearts coming in the 39th minute there. But a golden opportunity for Weir to put his side back in this. Great flick from Webster. And that 5 yards out.
Well, he's gone through Lee Miller. Remember, he's been booked already in the match. He's living dangerously. Take that.
Straight through him there.
Miller's handled that pretty well, actually. 22 on Wednesday he is. Scored 47 appearances for Bristol City. Surprised it wasn't more. Very much better here. A mistake there made by Douglas, and Mikkel Eunice couldn't make him suffer.
Again, Rab Douglas coming for a ball. Should be taking this. This is an easy ball. That's just butter on the gloves there. Yeah. Calling for it. In his hands, out his hands. That man will be having kittens every time the ball goes into the box and Rab comes for it.
Oh, he's having a torrid time. Back now with Presley for Hearts. Something did well. Well, surely by Presley and Hartson this time he is. It's given.
Good play from Hartson there. Presley's thinking the ball's going to go out there. Hartson reading it and getting himself the right side. And Presley the wrong side.
Well, more potential problems here for Hearts defensively. Lee Miller is spotting a danger, has trotted back to help out. Every Hearts player back facing the ball now for Thompson's free kick. And Varga was very close there. Didn't make contact. It's gone for a throw. Throw to Hearts.
It's a fantastic delivery. Oh, just missing it, just getting a flick there, Varga. But a great delivery. Loads and loads of pace on the ball.
Shown by Joe Hamill. Now Nielsen. McFarlane. Flack now with Baldy. Touch on there by Sutton was a good one. Bellamy links with Hartson. Space on the left now for Thompson. This is menacing from Celtic. And Wallace did well. The clearing header. Petrov was coming in behind him.
Super play from Celtic there. Great link up. 4 or 5 players running forward into the box. Super play from young Wallace there, just inside the far post. Ideal position for the young fullback. Petrov just lurking there on the far post.
Waiting for Thompson now to take this corner. A short possibility. Petrov staying beside him. It's a very good ball in. Excellent ball in there from Thompson. Hearts were exposed again. Agat back to McNamara. Pressure applied by McFarlane. Here's Miller trying to restore some order, get the ball on the deck. Michael Eunice now turning away well from Bellamy. Pass a good one to Hartley. Couldn't take that in his stride. Otherwise, a real chance was on.
Super play move there from Hearts. Celtic on the counter.
Clear foul there by Hamill on Thompson. Celtic appear content to run the clock down here at half-time, don't they?
Yeah, Hearts conceding lots and lots of free kicks in wider, dangerous areas. Allows the big guys to come up again. You've got Petrov and Thompson. Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Good handling by Gordon. There's going to be no stoppage time, we understand. Huge kick out there by Gordon, but no real avail. It's a throw to Celtic, deep inside their own half. The Celtic supporters sense the prospect of a half-fought victory here. One ahead, approaching half-time. It certainly hasn't been a distinguished first half, Mark.
No, it's been very stop-start. Not a lot of the flowing play. Very few efforts at goal. But it's one of those games that you just need to grind away. For Celtic, you need the points.
Well, this clearance is still gone there by McNamara, straight to McFarlane. This is Hamill. Varga in the way, Miller is going in behind him. Sutton, quite happy, thumped the ball upfield.
What we can say though, Jock, Hearts should be back in this game.
Wallace with Petrov. The young man is very determined indeed. He's shown a lot of composure, a lot of ability. Hamill now finds McFarlane. Last chance of the first half perhaps for Hearts to get an attack going. Good layoff there by Miller, but Thompson deserves great credit for matching the run made by Hartley. And indeed it is the last action of the first half, which really has not been memorable in terms of quality football. It's been a grinding performance by
the second half with Mark and with Jock.
Thanks, Rob. Yes, we're all set to see just what impact John McGlynn has had at half-time with his team talk. To see if Hearts come flying out of the blocks, as they did in the first half, in fairness, without getting any reward for their efforts at that time. So we've got a very interesting second half ahead, and could be crucial, of course, in the SPL race. Celtic with that lead, and that statistic touched on in the first half, significant. 28 times this season. Celtic have 29 times now. They've led at half-time, and they've won the previous 28 matches when that happened. So Hearts have to do something very unusual if they're to deny Celtic victory.
I think big talk in the half-time. Team talk will be about keeping the tempo of the game up. I think if that tempo does drop, I think Celtic will come into their own, and there'll be no way back for Hearts. So important that they keep that work ethic up.
Willie Young also acting as ball boy here, retrieving the ball for the free kick. He was a good player in his day, Willie Young, but curtailed by injury. Otherwise, he might well have been better known for that side of his business. Here's Petrov leaving it to Thompson. Awkward, headed down there into a dangerous area, but cleared up by Hearts. It's back in the danger area now for Sutton. Wallace has to be quick as free kick has been given. with a challenge by Webster on Sutton. A very promising position this is.
Webster never getting there, just coming through Sutton with his shoulder. And a great opportunity now for Celtic right at the start of the second half to add to the total.
Interesting about debating these free kicks, Mark, whether or not this perhaps is too close to goal. Hard to get the ball up and down in that distance.
Yeah, I think they'd be looking ideally to be another 3 or 4 yards further back, get the ball down quicker. When you've got this sort of quality over the ball, you've Petrov, Thompson, Bellaby just been pushed away.
Sometimes means they prefer power rather than that kind of flighted ball from here.
We'll practice these
the wall's
time and time again in training. Yeah.
The referee insisting the wall retreats. He's only settled for something, I think. Well, he's still not happy. There could be 5 bookings here, I'm not careful. For a very long time. Thompson and Petrov over the ball. Well, he went for power, the wall stood up well though. So easy for that wall to fragment and leave a gap, but it didn't happen that time, and Hearts have survived. Thompson's frustrated.
I think Thompson just went to play the ball along the floor there, trying to get it under the wall. I've seen him do it before. As you said, the wall doing its job.
Aidan McGeady and Craig Beattie warming up behind Craig Gordon's goal at the moment. That's Miller. Now Michael Eunice showed some very good flashes early in the match, but disappeared rather as the first half wore on, the Lithuanian. Well, it's only a throw. Lee Miller wanted more than that, I think, but have to settle with a throw, which Robbie Nielsen will take. He can get some distance here. Targets Miller. Going up early, it was Baldy who won it. It was completed by Thompson. Tynecastle strangely muted at the moment. Both sets of supporters have gone quiet. Looking for something, I think, to bring them to life. It's McFarlane across to Hartley. And McFarlane playing that rather hopefully towards the far post area with no real purpose. So it's a moment of no concern for Martin O'Neill. And the seat, it's very unusual indeed to see him relaxing in that fashion. I wonder how long that'll last.
Strains and stresses of end-of-season games. Just keeps refueling every now and then.
He's had enough, hasn't he? He's back at his feet. The sun causing a problem there for Webster and for Hartson. Aldi winning that comprehensively. Then Wallace doing the same for Hearts. That's Presley. Turned away by a gap. The throw goes to Hearts. Difficult pass played in there by Wallace towards Hamill. It was a free kick given, taken quickly there. Petrov striding away from Wallace, turning back into McFarlane. A body check there, and the free kick's given. An earlier foul been given, I think, by the referee for that challenge by Wallace. He had tried to allow an advantage.
I don't think there was anything in that. I think Wallace did well. I think Petrov stumbled, but he got away with it when McFarlane arrived late on the scene. And another free kick, allowing the big guys to come up from the back for Celtic.
So much time he'd taken over these free kicks too. I mean, obviously Celtic are happy they're in front, and 3 points is what it's all about here this afternoon. And that looks to be on at the moment. Here's Varga, and he goes down in dramatic fashion. Referee Willie Young's not pleased with him. It wasn't a very edifying spectacle, that, by Varga.
Well, I think the first touch, I think it was a good first touch, taking it across him and just down like a sack of coal there. Players don't like that. If Willie Young thinks he dived, then he must take action.
Well, Willie Young had a word with him, no question about that. So he was a lucky man, I think.
Well, he just didn't pull the trigger. It was all set up for him on his right foot. that man, just growling a few angry words again. The players keeping his cards in his pocket.
He likes to handle the game that way, Willie Young. Doesn't want the flashcards all the time. And that's fortunate for a number of players this afternoon. Other referees, I think, could have had a shot of players by now.
Without a shadow of that. Card-happy referees. Initially a good run, good first touch, and then just down. A man of his size should be shielding the ball there and trying to get a shot off.
He's just had another word with him there, incidentally, as he walked past. Referee Young perhaps suggesting that he's done him a favour there, not giving him a yellow card for that. Good play by Petrov, and also by Webster. You have to say pound for pound, if you pay £75,000 for Andy Webster, you get some good value.
Absolutely. I think as time goes by, he's turning into a better player. He's played at international level, and alongside Stephen Presley, the man with the experience, should only become a better player.
None of them both had a clause in the contract that got them extra money for caps, but he's had 14 of these so far. That's Presley. Well, they judged that well. Misunderstanding between Nielsen and Mikkel Yunus going for the same ball.
Communication breakdown there. Or a language barrier, one of the two.
Mikkel Yunus making his 14th appearance for Hearts this afternoon. Remember that 3-game ban, started with 5, it was reduced on appeal. Bellamy trying to find Petrov on the far side. Here's Hamill. Good sleight of foot again by Hamill. Weir's layoff finds Mikkel Yunus. Here's McFarlane. Change of mind there. Nielsen. That's good play by Lennon. Read that so well. Sutton's pass is a good one. Here's Thompson. Holding off Mikkel Yunus. Now Bellamy. Space to run into, but he's held up well there by Presley. Well, how Celtic would welcome a second goal to take any tension out of this. Good support in that Roseburn stand there. Sucking the ball towards Craig Gordon, I think.
It's another goal. The longer the game goes, the more Hearts will have to press forward. More space will be left at the back.
Headed away by Presley. It's a corner kick to Celtic. Always menacing from these set pieces. Right in front of these supporters, this corner. The referee satisfied that Graham Weir is far enough away. That's good play by Petrov. Chance for McNamara, and a very good block by McFarlane. He took a slow one there, going for that very bravely. And the referee will hold play up now to get attention for McFarlane. That's the kind of commitments required in these games.
Super set piece though there from Celtic, short corner. Out to McNamara, and the block saw one right in the ribs. Crack. There you go, right into the side of the rib cage.
Well, Jackie McNamara scored Celtic's first league goal of the season way back in August against Motherwell. One of only 2 Scotsmen to score in the league for Celtic this season. The other being Craig Beattie, who scored 3 times. Ball will be back quickly enough, don't worry about that. Well, it tells you something about the temperature. Possession returned to Celtic. With a drop ball. Well, there's a strange, eerie feeling about the game. Somehow it's not like the normal SPL match with end-to-end action. The goalkeeper's largely idle.
Yes, we say it. We've been putting it off and putting it off. End of the season game. Got battling away. Stop, start, free kicks all over the park.
For Celtic, though, so much to play for, and there's a indirect free kick given for Joe Hamill's boot being raised too high. High kicking there for Willie Young to demonstrate. Should be doing that at his age.
The Not in public, anyway.
So Thompson again, one of those angle balls into the area. Baldy's there, Vargas there, Herts and Sutton all carry a threat. Oh, it could so easily have gone. It was up a Celtic head, that. Hearts defence was struggling badly for that one.
What a delivery this is. Inch perfect. I think Baldy should score there. I think he's got the leap. It actually comes off Stephen Presley's head by the looks of it.
I think it was, in the corner.
But that man got definitely in front of Stephen Presley. Fantastic delivery though from Thompson.
And a knock there for Lee Miller. And also for Stan Varga. Both require attention here for this clash. Oh, you can feel that from here.
Yeah, saw one.
Checking the damage. Doesn't appear to be too serious for either player. Well, they've only had one goal in the match so far, and here it is, set up by Bellamy.
Yeah, great work from Bellamy in that wider area. Poor defending from Nielsen. Great first touch. Unfortunate for Nielsen trying to recover from that mistake. Deflects Thompson's shot, goal bound.
Well, there's a stat which shows 83 league goals. 42 of these, more than half, away from home.
That says something about Celtic style of play. Quite prepared just to sit in, let teams come on to them.
Also, we say something about the demands at Celtic Park that the supporters put on them. I don't know whether they sometimes pull attention.
Well, when you're playing at Celtic Park or Ibrox, teams tend to not be drawn out, so it's difficult to break teams down. But you know, Celtic are scoring more goals away from home. Teams have the onus to come out, being the home team, take the game to you. And with these sort of players, Bellamy, Herts and Sutton, all good players playing on the break.
Watson again wrestling there with Presley. The referee very indulgent there, I would suggest again. Lennon did well. Thompson looks for a runner ahead, expects Bellamy to be there. That's a good dummy by Nielsen. Good play. Flag was up for offside against Bellamy. It'll be back for a free kick. It'll be further back, going to by the linesman's positioning. And Cunningham over there. Steady off the head of Thompson, straight to Varga, unfortunately for Celtic. That's Presley. Miller. Michael Eunice. Oh, almost leaked that through there to Weir. Here's Nielsen now for Hearts. Michael Eunice. Very confident possession. Easy one for Baldy. Presley challenging Sutton. That's McNamara's clearance. Webster taking the ball before it bounced, as he ought to do, the defender. Well, it's beautifully taken down by Weir. Turning inside into trouble and committing a foul on Baldy. Free kick to Celtic.
Clumsy tackle there. Straight forward one there for Will Young.
Graham Weir was sent off 5 minutes into his debut for Hearts at Pittodrie.
That sort of player, puts his small frame about.
Fiery young man from time to time.
Yep. Talk about goals scored away from home, and you look about the free-running Petrov. Scores most of his goals, 8 of the 12, I think, scored away from home, where all that space is there to run into, John. Playing at Parkhead, you have that lack of space when teams are set up in front of you.
That's a good point, that. Petrov has scored 8 out of 12 away from home. It's well retrieved by young Wallace. What do you make of him, the young left back, 17 years old?
I think he's done very, very well. I think he's done everything that's been expected of him. He looks a good athlete. He's pretty composed as well. Had a good game.
Michael Eunice. One step over to go inside, running straight into a gap. This is Thompson. Not too many options available at the moment. Celtic rather slow to support him here. That forced the error. Very little on for Thompson there. You're right to complain about that, his teammates. McNamara helps it on, straight to the head of Robbie Nielsen. Tying down space for Lennon. Hartson tackled well there by Wallace. Space for Agat. Good retention of the ball by Petrov. Agat further forward than normal this time. Sutton to Bellamy. Agat, good play by Celtic. Excellent running by Bellamy. Another opportunity here. Well, he's recovered well. Well, I think Hart's going to break there as he stumbled at the byline. Well, that's great forcing play by Petrov. He's in the corner. Very good at that, still in Petrov.
Super body strength there from Petrov. Looked like he's going down. Good strength. Good composure. Shrugging off defenders. Inside the corner. And then Thompson looking for that delivery again into that dangerous 6-yard area.
Left here to Thompson on his own to plate this in. Well, Valdi heads it back. That was a chance, surely. Remarkable. Agat, very quick, going past Hartley. Far post ball, looking for Balde, can't quite get there. Goal kick it is to Hearts. Frustration in the face of Bobo Balde. And Craig Beattie there looks as though he may be the first substitute to get a call.
Just getting his instructions, yeah. I think they're looking forward to a run out. Plenty of energy in that young body.
So who's coming off? Do they think perhaps that Craig Bellamy's injury is not 100% because he hasn't been quite as lively in recent patches in the match?
Yeah, they could well do that. Put Sutton back up front and bring... we'll leave Sutton in there, bring Bellamy into the middle... Petrov into the middle area, should I say.
Here's Petrov now. Support outside. With Bellamy. Held it away by Wallace. Caught there by Hamill. That could have been a foul, surely. Put up. Referee Young gets out of the way and allows play to continue. Well, that's good play by Petrov. Here's Bellamy. Now Hartson. No power in the shot.
Yeah.
Well taken by Gordon.
He could be another candidate. It's tired this afternoon. First effort he's had on goal just peeled off with a weak effort. Good work in the flanks again from Celtic.
There's Petrov again. Seeing more and more of the ball. Well, I wonder what they're going to do actually with if Beanie comes on. They may go 3 up with Sutton joining the attack. Well, Bellamy apologises to his teammates for that ball back inside. Varga shrugging away Miller. This is McNamara. Now Hartley. Mikkel Eunice. Robbie Nielsen now in possession with a bit of time and space. That's a poor ball. Try again, says the captain. Presley. Here's Miller. A good touch on the ball, Miller, but hustled out of that by Lennon.
Had a good game, Will Lennon. The unsung hero of Celtic.
Well, here's a change. It's going to be John Hartson being withdrawn. Well, he has been a bit static this afternoon. Not quite at his best, but...
Had a long, hard season, it must be said. Scored the goals. You know, coming to the end of that season. Looking a bit tired today.
So, a little bit of an injection of extra energy and life in the form of Craig Beattie. There's different attributes to bring to the Celtic side from Hartson.
2 players with plenty of pace up front now for Celtic.
Well, this header. Here's Michael Eunice, tackled by Lennon. It was Hartley rather. Michael Eunice in the throw, leaves it to Nielsen. Terrible ball back there from Miller. Hearts lucky to get the throw. Short of targets in there, the only one really is Lee Miller, who should lose out to Varga as he does. Nielsen's managed to get across the face of goal. I think perhaps he was hoping for it to be blocked for a corner.
There was not a bad ball in there, just a little bit near to Rab Douglas. Perhaps hoping that Rab wasn't going to take it cleanly.
Well, there was a bit of indecision there between Presley and Gordon. They played together often enough for not to be the case. Now remember, the man of the match competition, you can win a year's free subscription to Setanta Sports if you nominate the same player as Mark Haigley at the end of the match. So there's the number to call. A bad tackle there by Hartley and Petrov. That's a nasty one. Hartley quick to apologise, but it's not going to save him from the yellow card.
Yeah, you could see that coming. As soon as the ball was going in there, Hartley was committed to the tackle. Nowhere near the ball. Good job that Petrov got his foot off the ground there, because that could have been a sore one.
Well, he's recovered quite well, fortunately for Celtic. As is Bellamy. Well taken by Gordon. Couldn't afford to fumble that, or there was a problem. Here's Neil McFarlane. Forward it goes for Weir to chase. Into the box he goes. Holds off a gap with a bang in the face. Gat still holding his face. As the ball is cleared away upfield, Lee Wallace retrieves. Gat's in trouble here. Just took a swinging arm from Graham Weir. Strong play by Thompson against McFarlane. A chance here for Celtic. Into space it goes for Bellamy. Just out of reach to take on the run. Young Wallace did well with a tackle.
Super play from Thompson again there. Running a great tackle in the middle of the park. Releasing Bellamy.
There's the bang in the face there, which stopped
Trailing
the
arm of Weir. Yeah.
The eyes are watering there.
Complete accident. I saw one nevertheless.
So it's going to be Thompson and Petrov. That's getting some attention at the dugout area. Well, this is taken, that's why there's a delay. And Agat has left the field without permission, and he's rejoining the game without permission. The fourth official is getting involved, doing his job out there, insisting that Agat stays off the field until he's authorised to return. Celtic in no hurry to take this while Agat is off the field, but they won't get him back any quicker. Thompson's cross straight down the throat of Craig Gordon.
Handled well, Craig Gordon today. He's come and taken everything he's needed to take.
Now Nielsen. Oh, strong play by Nielsen. The chances. Oh, and it's Hartley for Hearts.
Well, where did that come from?
Right out of the blue. Paul Hartley equalises for Hearts, and the SPL Championship is back in the melting pot.
Well, that's the first time in the second half that Hearts have threatened anything, and it's all come from Nielsen, the culprit for the Celtic goal. Persistent play, great tackle in there, good release of the ball. Hartley, as you would expect, in an advanced position. First time on his right foot, right into the corner. Rab Douglas, absolutely no chance, but all down to that man Nielsen. And that is a super, super finish. Brings his side back into the game. Game on.
15th goal of the season for Paul Hartley. 6 have come to the penalty spot. But that one, perhaps, he'll have savoured more than most. Going to be changes made here. by Hearts, and Paul Hartley, in the meantime, is being spoken to by referee Willie Young. I wonder if a yellow card was coming out there. Well, let's just check these substitutions now. We've got Stephen Simmons is coming on for Neil McFarlane, and we've got David McGowan coming on to replace Silias Mikalyunas. Well, another new face here. David McGowan's come on, and we're interested to see what contribution he makes wide on the right-hand side of the Hearts side. Again, the John McGlynn influence apparent here, because he'll know this young man extremely well. Well, food for thought there. These Celtic supporters shattered by that equaliser. What a finish it sets up. Sutton back to Thompson. Suddenly Celtic in a hurry. And there's trouble here, and it's going to be trouble for Alan Thompson. Well, for his reaction to the Nielsen tackle.
Well, the Young not happy with that. Not happy with Mr. Thompson there. I think he feels that there's a bit of jumping in there, and that is a naughty one. It's a two-footed jump down the side of Nielsen.
Well, you can see the apology being offered. That's a shocker. That is a bad one.
Very, very bad tackle there from Thompson. It's not what we want to see. But that man Nielsen, if he ever wanted to redeem himself from a mistake for a goal against his side, he did it in the assistance of Hartley's goal.
Oh, nail-biting now for Celtic supporters. They have 17 minutes to find a goal to put them back at the top of the league. If they don't, if it stays this way, Rangers will lead going into the final match on goal difference. 5 goals better off, Rangers. Worth a point, perhaps, in a tight situation. So Paul Hartley, who was so nearly a Celtic player in the January window, perhaps has denied them the lead in the league.
Will that come back to haunt?
Hartley didn't deliver that the way he wanted to. It was chested down well by Petrov. Now here's Bellamy. He has Beattie outside him. That's a very good ball for Beattie. And an excellent save from Gordon. That was vital.
That's what Celtic can offer, though.
There's trouble for Stephen Presley. He's been booked for the late challenge on Bellamy after that pass was released.
Great play. That's what Celtic can do. Turn the defence into attack. Plenty of pace, but a great save from Craig Gordon. Stephen Presley just picking a yellow card up for that late tackle on Bellamy.
Thompson's corner. And Sutton! Underside of the bar. The goal's been given. It's a goal for Celtic. Is it? No? Well, no, a lot of people thought so, because someone grabbed the ball there as it came off the bar. Well, Willie Young still debating with lots of people. Let's check definitively. Was this in?
Off the crossbar. Down onto the line.
Definitely not.
And straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Is it going to be a goalkeeper's day? Yeah.
Well, let's give credit to the linesman. They're sometimes maligned. Alan Cunningham on that far side got that absolutely right, and we've been able to prove it comprehensively with that great camera angle. Wow, what a let-off for Hearts, and it looked as though the goal had been given initially.
I think he thought it had been, but there's no doubt, I think, in Willie Young's mind, with his official on the far side.
Well, he was making his way so quickly back, it looked as though he'd given the goal, was getting back to the halfway line, but in fact he was just keeping up with play. Great credit to the linesman. Here's Petrov, though, with a chance. Bellamy on the turn, had more time than he realised. He's actually telling Chris Sutton he needed a call there to tell him he had time.
Just getting a little bit slack at the moment, Hearts defence. Just a couple of times that Celtic have got in behind. Great header from Sutton. How many times have we seen that before? But that categorically shows that the ball did not cross the line. He thinks it did, but unfortunately for him, He's just realised.
Well, I must say I thought they'd be given two. I really did. There's McNamara. Well, he stopped that into touch. Not the best of clearances by an outstanding Celtic player this season, Jackie McNamara. In a host of positions too. All 7 he's been. Headed away by Varga. There's Petrov, clashing with Simmons. Here's a chance now for Celtic on the break with Petrov. Beattie's on the right. Bellamy through the centre. It's gone there for Beattie. He scored for Celtic. How often has Craig Beattie done that? It's his 4th of the season. They've all been important, and this might be the most important of all.
You can say that has been coming the last 5 or 6 minutes. That man and Bellamy, with that man there, Petrov and Thompson being the engineers, have been in that position 2 or 3 times. Craig Gordon has been the match, but not this time. That is a great finish from Beattie. Underneath the goalkeeper's right hand. Shot hard, firm and low. Across the goalkeeper. I think the keeper will be disappointed he didn't keep it out, but that man is delighted, and so are his teammates. That man, even more so.
Well, joy for Martin O'Neill. That header from Sutton off the underside of the crossbar was a bit of a blow. It wasn't given, but there's no argument this time. McGowan flights that ball straight under the crossbar, and Douglas takes it safely. Well, Craig Beattie really has made an impact, no doubt about that. And he's had some disappointments this season in terms of selection and being withdrawn at times when he obviously felt he might not have been. But he really has turned up trumps here for his manager.
What a great response though from Celtic. Under the pressure, Hearts back in the side, but a great response, as you would expect from this Celtic outfit.
Petrov with a pass. Here's Bellamy. Now it's with Bellamy again for the cross. Looking off an arm perhaps, but it's gone for a corner kick rather than the penalty which the Celtic supporter were hoping for. Well, back to that state of euphoria they were enjoying until the equaliser was scored by Paul Hartley.
Since that, I think the Hearts' discipline has gone slightly. I think they've scored the goal. They wanted to go on to win it. A few players out of position. And Celtic have capitalised on that.
Here's Alan Thompson now with the in-swinging corner. Sutton again getting to that. Out comes Gordon to make the catch. They'll have to do that. So this stays the same now. Celtic will be 2 points clear, 4 goals behind going into the final match. Breach tried Rangers and Celtic next week. Celtic at Motherwell, Rangers at Easter Road to play Hibs. So then it would mean that Celtic would need to win the match. There wouldn't be enough to get a draw. There's still time to go here. This Hearts side been battling on. There are all the young players out there want to make points here. They'll still be trying to get back on terms here. Paul Hartley has shown that goals are possible against the Celtic defence. Back from Simmons it goes. There's Nielsen, challenged heavily by Varga. He's back to Hartley, the snatched shot. Well over the top. There's going to be another change made by Hearts. Going to take off little Graham Weir, and the replacement will be Hjalmar Thorarinsson. So off goes Weir. Well, he'll still be ruining that wonderful chance he had after the head flick on from Andy Webster in the first half. And headed straight at Rob Douglas. A striker for striker. All cards played by John McGlynn. What do Hearts have in reserve to come back again? About 10 minutes left, allowing for a bit of stoppage time. Webster stumbling there to concede the corner kick under pressure from Sutton. Happy times again for these Celtic supporters. Well, what a debt to Craig Beattie, really. He scored the winner, I remember, in a tight game at Fir Park earlier in the season. He came on late and made it 3-2. And it looks as though he's done the same again right here. Thompson with the in-swinger again. Sutton tried to get a touch on, didn't quite make it. There's a Gat. Back it comes here to Petrov. Now Bellamy. Nowhere to go against McGowan. Well, he's stepping away sensibly there from the Hearts supporters. Bit of verbals coming from the stands there towards Bellamy initially, now to Thompson. Turned away by Stephen Simmons for a throw to Celtic. We're back to that mode of slowing things down now, Celtic. Turned out by Bellamy for a goal kick to Hearts. Well, Celtic, for the most part, apart from Hearts, and they have. Oh, it's a yellow card for Bellamy for that. Well, the referee insisting that he comes back for this. He doesn't want to do that, though. A yellow card. They were advised to say no more in response.
Yeah, he was guilty of it in the first half. He's done it in the second half. That'll be the last time he does it.
Varga's header. It's not the first time too Celtic have probably been playing Beattie wide on the right. Sutton supporting Bellamy and Beattie in a sort of right midfield with Petrov in the centre beside Lennon. Thompson on the left. Well, time requires to be added on for all this. The referee's checking that carefully. A lot of stewards now appearing around the track as Sutton goes down under pressure from Nielsen. Varga did well despite the attentions there of Hjalmar Torarinsson rather. See that Hearts have Hjalmar on his back. That seems to be easier than Torarinsson.
It's good enough for me.
Launched in by Varga, aiming for Sutton, who wins it well. Well, Wallace turns it away. Presley might have been able to head that for a throw rather than a corner, but Wallace wasn't to know that. And once again, things slowed down by Celtic. The referee is making it clear he's adding on time for this.
If he was to stop his watch every time the ball went dead, as referee should do, it'll be about 25 minutes added on.
Thompson's cross. Sutton chesting it down. This is Lennon. And now Bellamy. Right at the corner flag. And turning it out there for Grove to Hearts. Headed by McNamara. Here's Miller. Back now with Nielsen. Torarinsson turning straight into Varga. The clearance gets the ball forward. There's Bellamy. Under pressure from Nielsen. Free kick goes to Celtic. Bellamy's told by Thompson to leave that. Well, I'll tell you, the Celtic players really are slowing things down now. And it looked to be a lot of tired legs out there. Injection of Beattie turned out to be absolutely crucial.
It is. We said that at the start of the game. The temperature, high energy from Hearts. It's how long you can play for and what you can get from that energy.
Down, thumps it long. Throw to Celtic once again. Happy to run the clock down now. They've had a major scare though. That Hartley goal made such a difference to get them back on level terms. Such tight margins in these league championship races like this. Just how we want it though, as close as possible. There's Presley with a header. Now Nielsen. Ricochet gives the throw to Celtic. Well, the match has returned to that untidy state it had for so long earlier on.
Start, John. But we can say Hearts have had the opportunities to get goals. When you're playing against the top teams, if you don't take the chances, then you will pay the price. And I think that's what Hearts have done. But I think at the moment, on the performance so far, I think you would say that Celtic is pretty much on top of this game.
Well, certainly shaken out of the lethargy really when that equaliser went in, and they responded very well indeed. Driving, running of Petrov, crucial again to the cause. That's Beattie. Couldn't get that beyond Wallace, who read the situation very effectively. It's back now with Balde. Fine play by Petrov once again. Ball goes to Celtic, keeping the game inside the Hearts half. That's what they want to do for these closing minutes. They can't afford any further slip-ups defensively. Oh, Sutton's done well. This could tie it up. The cut by in for Bellamy, intercepted by Webster. For Aronson. Held up well by Agat. Here's Beattie. And now Lennon. Sutton again, playing up front with Bellamy. Good play by young Wallace, escorting that behind. All time very much the enemy of our Hearts. Aronson, the layoff, aimed for McGowan. He's done well to get a touch on that away from McNamara, but the cover is provided by Thompson. Well, I think this might be a very tough task this afternoon, Mark, but who's your man of the match?
It is. I think there's been no outstanding performance, but I think if you look within the Celtic team, especially for me today, I think it's been a characteristic performance from Neil Lennon. One of those games where you need him to be on top of his game, reading the game. He's made the tackles. He's denied the Celtic, the Hearts midfield players space. So he's my Bank of Scotland man of the match.
Craig Gordon's going up for this corner kick. Very tall figure. I don't know how good he is in the air with his head, but we may find out. I don't know who's been delegated the task of marking him. Hamill flights it across the far side. There's Presley. Up and there it goes. It's going to be Gordon challenging. He's beaten by Sutton. Here's Presley again. And he goes. Is it a penalty? No, it's a dive by Presley. He's yellow carded and now red carded. He's being sent off. Well, this won't matter. Bellamy's broken away the far end, but the game has been stopped. The Hearts captain, and well, he doesn't like to be called caretaker manager, but he is being ordered off for this. Well, I'll tell you, I think he's extremely unlucky.
Very extremely unlucky there.
That's a penalty, actually. Yeah. That's a penalty.
I think Craig Beattie there is a lucky man, tackling with the wrong leg.
I'll tell you, that is quite incredible. It's a penalty kick, that, and instead of that, Hearts are reduced to 10.
Yeah, I think
well, there was controversy when Rangers got a penalty kick right at the end of the match here at Tynecastle when Andy Davis gave that decision, which upset so many people. But here's controversy again, and poor Willie Young will see this later, and I'm sure he'll be very upset indeed.
Yeah, I think we've been singing his praises, had a good game. I think he'll be disappointed with that.
We're going to have 3 additional minutes. Well, what a twist in the tail. There have been so many this season, and here's another one, because that looked to be a Stonewall penalty kick, and Presley sent off for diving. Nielsen inside here for Hartley. chase on for Torarinson, and it's turned away by Varga for the throw. Hart still pushing forward despite being down to 10 men now. So it's Robbie Nielsen now trying to launch one into the area. Now it's a variation here. Webster came short for that. Into the box it goes, but Douglas comes to collect this time. He makes the catch. He didn't do that so convincingly at the start of the match.
Made his mind up. Needed to hang on to that as well. Coming through Rookham players again.
So here's Alan Thompson now. Well, no conspiracy theorists can forget it. That's just a straightforward mistake by the referee. No more, no less than that.
Yeah, big decision that was by Willie Young.
Headed away by Baldy. Beattie launching that upfield there for Sutton. It was Beattie who was involved with a forwards tackle on Presley. That's what it was.
Tackling with the wrong foot, Joe.
McGowan forward to Miller. Here's McGowan again, pacey winger. Held up well by McNamara. Into the final minute of the additional time here. The last chance perhaps for Hearts. Nielsen launching this in rather hopefully towards Miller. Varga turns it away for a throw, not a corner. He did well, Varga, to get to that. So referee Willie Young will be checking his watch very carefully here. What an incredible end to the match. Throw by Nielsen's a very good one indeed. Baldy gets there. So does Beattie. Breaks back there for McGowan. Now it's upfield for Bellamy. And Craig Gordon making a tackle there. Well, it's going to be Wallace who gets there first, and he can turn this to safety. You'll know that Bellamy is chasing him, but and that's a foul, surely. No, it's not a foul. Well. Good tackle again by Wallace. Well,
what drama.
Questions of him. There's no question about that. Andy Webster talking to the referee again. What an end to the game.
He'd be a manager. What drama.
Well, it's going Martin Neal's way now. Should have been a penalty kick. It might well have been 2-2, and the lead could have been lost. And the final whistle goes. Celtic have the 3 points. They're in the driving seat. Craig Beattie got that crucial goal in 77 minutes after the equaliser by Paul Hartley. And that then set up that incredible end when Beattie clearly fouled Presley. Presley then sent off for diving. No penalty kick awarded. And the championship could have been decided there and then. What a match to end.
Incredible. A decision again here at Tynecastle. Had a big sway on the outcome of the championship. And I think, saying the phrase of Willie Young, I thought he had a good game, but today, that final decision there, he'll be very disappointed when he sees that again. Martin O'Neill having a word with Willie Young there.
Well, and Thompson looks to the heavens, and well he might, a rueful smile on his face. I wonder if he knows it was a foul on Presley.
Well, they don't care, they're happy. The side's got the points. Going into the last game of the season, big favourites.
Well, for Celtic now, it's a victory at Fir Park next Sunday, and they win the championship. Well, let's see how this all unfolded this afternoon. The opening goal scored here by Alan Thompson after an error by Robbie Nielsen, who then deflected it past Craig Gordon. That was the only goal of an undistinguished first half. Then persistent play by Robbie Nielsen, recovering the error he made in the first half, setting up Paul Hartley for that excellent equaliser in 71 minutes. And then running by Petrov, the pace of Beattie coming in, the drilled low shot through Craig Gordon. That made all the difference. Celtic were ahead. And then this key incident of the match. Presley goes down. He's sent off for diving when it looked to be a clear foul by Beattie on him. So what an end to the match. And it could well be the incident which decides the champion.
We're both with Scott Booth.
Craig, you can go straight to talking us through your goal. It couldn't have come at a better time, could have it?
Yeah, well, any goal's a good goal at any time at that game, especially. I knew it was a massive game, and we've lost the goal, took the lead, lost the goal, but yeah, it could be an important goal.
Well, it could be an important goal. Let's have a look at it now. Tell us exactly what you were seeing at that point.
Bellamy going to take it for a start. Give him a shout to leave it. just hit it, and I had the one just before it that keeper saved at near post, and that one's just kept under his body.
Do you feel now you deserve a little bit of an extended run in the team?
No, well, the players in there are different class, innit? I mean, I don't need to tell you that, you've seen it for yourself, so I'm working here hard, and hopefully if I'm given a run then I'll be able to produce.
How hard is it though to sit behind a man like Herts and wait for your time?
Yeah, and Sutton and Bellamy and Henrik before him, and Sean's here as well. There's a lot of good forwards at the club, you know.
I suppose all you can do is just do your bit, which you've done today.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm part of the squad, and hopefully that's to contribute something, and I've done that today.
Neil, just one game to go now?
Yeah, that's it. It'll probably be as tense, if not more, at Fir Park next week. But delighted with the win. Really tough games today, as we expected. Craig's popped up at the right time for us when we really needed something, and you know, he's waited his chance. He was flying pre-season, got a couple of bad injuries, but he's been a massive bonus for us.
That was your 150th league game for Celtic today. You've played all the league games this season. How are the old legs holding up?
Not too bad, Scott. I've enjoyed it immensely, and when you're at the top you want to stay there, and just relishing every game at the minute. The longer your career goes on, you know, the more you sort of enjoy every moment of it, because probably might not be a few years left. So really enjoying it at this football club. It's and you get days like today. We've got one to go, and I'm sure it'll be a great occasion.
So can you give myself, maybe the Celtic fans, an exclusive and tell us where you're going to be next season?
I don't really know myself yet. You know, we're still hopefully in talks. The club have made it clear they want me to stay, so that's great from my perspective, and they've been brilliant about things. But you know, I've got, you know, a few family things to consider as well. But you know, all being well, we can get something resolved in the next few weeks.
Have you got a gut instinct about it?
I have, yeah, but I'll keep that to myself for now.
Well, that was a massive win for you today, and you are the Bank of Scotland man of the match. Well done, Neil. There's your champagne.
Thanks. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Thanks very much.
We haven't forgotten, of course, thought he's with Scott Booth.
Well, Martin, just the one game to go. There's not much room for any twists and turns now, are there?
No. It was a great win for us today. Massive win for us, as you say, one more to go. But important for us because there was no other alternative other than winning the game.
Did I sense a lot of relief after the first goal because you hadn't started the game quite as I think you probably would have liked to?
No, I totally agree with you. In fact, we looked nervous to begin with. Couldn't get the ball. Hearts dominated proceedings. First five minutes, we just couldn't get it. Couldn't get the ball out of our penalty box. Never mind anything else. And you know, they were really up for the game, as we knew they would be. But you know, finally we sort of settled down. In fact, our goal came from a great break by us. It looked as if they were in on goal themselves, edge of the penalty box. The next thing you know, it's broken to us. And the great thing about it is that we got plenty of men in the penalty box. It finally fell to Alan Thompson. He got the goal, and yeah, it probably settled us down, but it far from making it safe. That's all it was. It was just a settling down thing.
At one each, did you fear the worst?
I always felt that we were capable of scoring a goal. Now that's easy to say that now, but I honestly felt that we were capable of scoring, and it really didn't matter whether if Hearts have gone on to score another goal at that stage. In the scheme of things, it wasn't going to matter that much. I just felt that we were capable of getting a goal. I obviously jumped too prematurely when Chris Sutton had the header, but Beattie's come up, and it was a brilliant effort.
Yeah, I was going to say at 1-1, one of the questions that I've asked you was, you know, did you take Hearts off too soon? But that's been proved wrong.
No, John. I mean, the game was on a knife edge at that particular stage. I just thought he was struggling today, John, and it was very, very hot. He had a lot of decisions go early on against him, and I just felt, you know, he scored a lot of goals for us. He's been a big player, but today with less than half an hour to go, it's time to introduce Beattie, and eventually got the goal for us, but I would have been delighted if we'd held on 1-0, but it wasn't to be.
You had a chance to see the penalty incident on Presley there. What did you make of it?
Well, I mean, the referee's given the decision, and you know, you abide by that at the end of it all. I wasn't sure myself from where I stood. I've just seen it back very, very briefly. You know, but the referee's called it. I'm obviously delighted that he's called it that way, because perhaps it might have been looked at an elaborate dive at the end of it all. But you know, I'm delighted we saw it through, and delighted that we won.
I wouldn't imagine next week there'll be too many tired legs going about, because adrenaline's going to see you through in that one, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it will be another monumental effort by us. We have to do it. There's no other alternative. We have to go out and win the game. and Motherwell themselves, you know, will be up for it. They've got a couple of very, very good players back from the weekend, and it'll be tough again. But you know, we've got through this one, thinking about it, concentrating. We'll start concentrating Motherwell very, very soon.
Martin, thanks very much.
Thank you, Scott.
It might have been an elaborate dive, was Martin O'Neill's reaction there to Hearts' penalty claim right at the end, which was waved away by Willie Young. And